Hello everyone and welcome to Ye Hai Football. Today we are going to talk about Manchester United. Yeah guys, again a very devastating loss, this time to Mauricio's Tottenham Hotspur, where Man United played really well in the first half but they failed to capitalize on the mistakes made by Spurs, and in the second half they were punished when Spurs went on to score 3 goals and Man United were goalless throughout the 90 minutes. What went wrong for Jose Mourinho? Let's see what Jose Mourinho would have not done and what he should have done in terms of getting a good result on Monday night against Tottenham Hotspur. Now they played with a formation of 3-5-2 in which Lingard was playing behind Lukaku, and what I think the worst thing for Man United yesterday was this back three. The decision was good to put on Jones and to put on Smalling. But Herrera in this kind of position in a back three is never very invisible, where he is a tiny number 8, so he would have been in this kind of position. He is a very aggressive player. His versatility was used again this time by Jose, as he kept Herrera on the right hand side of a back three with Smalling as the sweeper and Jones on the left side. Herrera from this side was not doing the best of the jobs in this kind of position. What he would have done? He would have kept Herrera as the sweeper and Smalling on this side. What this change of keeping Herrera here and Smalling there would have given Man United is Herrera would have got even more freedom in terms of what he has to do with the ball when he has the ball in his feet. When you are playing as a sweeper, your role is basically to just clear the ball each and every time you get it. But if you are not in that much pressure, then you should look at the right long pass, that is to either of the wing backs or to the giant Lukaku up front, and that role would have been favored Herrera to play in that kind of role, where Smalling should have been kept there, as he would have made very influential challenges to the likes of Danny Rose and Eriksson coming down the left hand side, and Herrera being in the sweeper role, he would have cleared and played a very good balls up front with the help of Smalling and Jones from either side. Another setback of keeping a player like Herrera in a back three and in the right side of the back three is when you are playing in the right or left side of a back three, you have a bit of freedom to go a few yards further. Every centre back does this when he's playing on either side of the back three. Herrera, being a very aggressive, recognized midfielder, many times in the game we saw he was in this kind of position. Pogba was here, Fred was up front, or he was working where Pogba and Lingard are working. He was so yards further that would have troubled Man United in the first half, but somehow they got away with that trouble. So what happens if he would have kept Smalling there? Then he knows to play as a centre back. He has that awareness because he has played for a long time in the Premier League. He wouldn't have done that kind of mistake. He would have stayed there, and Herrera would have just stayed there because then he knows I am a sweeper. I am not supposed to go forward. But in this kind of position, you have the license to go forward, and that's the mistake that he made. It's not his mistake. Mourinho should have told him to play as a sweeper. That would have changed the game for Man United defensively. Another thing, what went wrong for Man United up front? Was it Fred? Was it Pogba, who was quiet throughout the 90 minutes? Valencia, not the best. Luke Shaw, yeah, he was thoroughly phenomenal. He was looking like a bundle of energy throughout the 90 minutes, running, jumping, playing very aggressive football. Fred, now what I think guys, Fred needs some time to get settled into a big club like Man United, where you have a lot of pressure to deal with. So he should be kept on the bench for the games to come now, and he should be just given some time to get settled, and after some time he should be given the chance to play with the starting 11, because as we saw in the case of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in Liverpool, when he signed for them, he was kept in the substitutes for quite a long time, and as soon as Chamberlain was given the chance to start with the first 11, he played thoroughly phenomenal. He even scored in that game. So that's what I am talking about Fred. He should get some time to get settled, and as soon as after some 3 to 4 weeks, when he will be knowing, yeah, what is Man United, what is the atmosphere, the change climate, change weather, that will help him a lot in terms of playing very well in that attacking midfield role. In the second half, we saw Fellaini coming in for Nemanja Matic, Sanchez coming in for Herrera, and because of Jones' hamstring problem, Lindelof was sent onto the field. What went wrong after that? They made three substitution very frequently, and suddenly everything was messed up. Until it was 2-0, they really tried to get something out of the game, but as soon as it became 3-0, everyone was off. What happened, as soon as he made those three substitutions, everything was very messed up front, because Sanchez was playing in this kind of role, Pogba was there, Lingard was there, and no structure was there in terms of which kind of runs each and every player has to make, and that messed it all. And that's why it went all wrong for Man United throughout the 90 minutes, as one or the other position was having some concern for Jose Mourinho's side. Okay, now this match is over. They have lost 2 games out of 3 now. Now they will go to the turf more, where Burnley, Shuin Dice is talking about rotation because of the pressure of Europa League also. He has had also a very bad start to their Premier League season, losing now 4-2 to Fulham. Now this is a big chance for Man United to just capitalize on the pressure that is on Shuin Dice, and for a big chance for Jose Mourinho to just get the season going with a very good win at the Turf Moor. So in which way should Man United go to Turf Moor, with which kind of game plan, with which kind of formation? That what I think is they should go with a 4-2-3-1, in which the back four will be Valencia, Smalling, Lindelof and Luke. Now Lindelof will be replacing the injured Phil Jones. In the midfield of 2, which will be protecting the back line. In that, I think Matic should play alongside Scott McTominay. Now when everything is messed up, I think this man Scott McTominay has a brilliant chance to make a mark on this season, and I think Jose also should give him a chance when no one is in the best of the forms. I think Scott McTominay can be a very big player in terms of get their season going in a very positive way. In the attacking midfield, I think Alexis Sanchez should play from the left, as he made a very nice impact after coming off the bench at Tottenham Hotspurs. Then Pogba should play as a number 10. What I think, that is a perfect role for Pogba, as in this kind of position he has a lot of license, a lot of freedom about what he wants to do in terms of getting a good result. What will happen, McTominay was very good throughout last season whenever he got the chance. Matic will be a very good central defender. Pogba, with the trust he has on these 2 players in the midfield, he will go forward each and every time he will get the chance. He will make very influential runs that will help Man United to score goals at Turf Moor. So how they should play in this kind of role? Why I think Scott McTominay should play here? Because when we have Lingard from this side, now Lingard likes to play in this kind of central role. So what will happen, each and every time he has the ball, he will come inside. That will make a lot of space for Valencia to overlap, and as soon as it will make the space for Valencia to overlap, this lad will come forward to overlap him. He will come inside. Pogba would be already joining Lukaku. He will be playing a very good ball in, and that these kind of movements will make very good chance for Man United. When he will be coming forward, Scott McTominay will just drift in the empty space that Valencia has left while going forward, and in that he will keep the defensive structure very stable. As same, Matic will do the same job on the left hand side. When Shaw will be overlapping, he will cover that empty space left by Shaw. So why I think they should go with this? Because okay, the defensive partnership isn't the best one with Mourinho right now, but when they have these kind of players just in front of them, then they also have a lot of confidence going into each and every game. And so I think they should play in this kind of game plan, which will help Jose to get a very strong result. So let's see what Jose does against Burnley at the Turf Moor to get a very good result. This is the way I think they should play. So with that, another video comes to an end. If you already have subscribed, press the bell icon. And if you have any query, you think what should be the topic of my next video, you have any question, so comment down. And until the next video, goodbye.